Hello, I am Partybug again, and with me is...
Still PSV60. Still shining.
Yeah, so apparently I am bad at pressing the record button, so we're gonna do this again. But this is the fifth match of Dark Souls Third Strike. And you get to watch me level up at the beginning.
We gotta see how you got there.
Yep.
Need to see that triple S rank.
I need some montage music, is what I really need.
Speak thine heart's desire.
Maybe once I get a bunch of souls and burn them, I'll do some guile music.
Nourishment from these sovereignless souls.
I was trying to remember how Eye of the Tiger starts, and I can't think of it.
Dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
And it's just that for the next 14
Yes.
minutes. I'm tempted.
I'm entertained.
Alright, so I will go... I think I'll talk about it again just because I do want to talk about it on the video.
Yeah.
So I was talking before about Dark Souls 3 and the way it's laid out. Dark Souls 3 is very much a straight line. There are a few branching paths, but they're usually just like a split between... You can go to one area that's not really progress, just a side area, or you can keep going forward. And there's maybe 2 branches, 3 branches if you're being really generous. So what we're about to come to is the first branch, the Cathedral of the Deep. Cathedral so deep it puts your butt to sleep. Gonna use that joke again. It's a good joke.
It's a good joke.
Yeah, so this is our first major branching path, guarded by Spider-Man here.
And you have to be wearing the Venom suit, because clearly you're not setting off his spider sense.
Yeah, exactly. He goes down surprisingly easy. His buddy's supposed to show up and save him, but he never does.
Yeah, Spider-Man doesn't really have friends.
Who'd want to be Spider-Man's friend? It's a nerd.
Yeah, plus he probably gets webs everywhere.
It's gross.
Yeah, those can't clean easy.
So you get the spider shield from him, which is not going to be useful at all to me, like every other item that's dropped.
You don't need it with the bullet time you're wandering through here.
Yeah.
Not a scratch.
Oh, don't worry, the dogs get their revenge.
Well, you probably didn't expect that dog to grow on that tree.
Yeah, kind of just came out of nowhere. Like all dogs do.
Thank God for door invincibility.
It's the best technology available.
Dogs
Yeah,
hate-
unfortunately,
Those dogs hate those chairs.
they are not happy with them. They're also not happy with Ashy Larry. They just kind of follow him into the church and prevent him from using the bonfire.
Oh, I forgot about that mechanic.
Yep, can't save when there are enemies around.
Oh, that sucks slightly.
A little bit. Just means more time for dog punching.
And who doesn't love dog punching?
Nobody. Everybody loves dog punching.
I've punched at least 5 dogs on the way to my computer today. I don't even know where they came from. There's just 5 dogs in my house.
Show up out of nowhere.
Yeah, they fell off the tree.
Gotta be careful.
That guy wasn't careful.
Yeah, it was not. Of course, probably didn't expect someone to just walk up behind him and, you know, punch him in the back while he was praying.
I'm just kind of envisioning from their perspective, watching somebody walk up, punch one of their buddies, and just kind of start cartwheeling away.
Well, what's worse is that then one of the other guys immediately sets himself on fire. Like, that's a kind of an extreme response there, buddy.
He was triggered. I don't know how that applies, but I'm going to pretend it makes sense.
Of course. So I didn't mention it before, but those weird worm guys, if they hit you, you will be struck with bleed, which is a status effect that will slowly tick down, and when it hits the timer, it will cut down like half your health. It's kind of annoying to get hit with, because it essentially means you have to restart your run.
A little closer to the Souls 1 bleed than the Souls 2 bleed?
Yeah.
Can you still roll through the damage?
You cannot. Which is unfortunate.
I think it's a little fortunate, considering that my favorite weapon in Souls 1 was the Life Hunt Scythe.
Oh, one of those people.
Yes.
Oh,
Put on
man.
the tattered robes that you get from Ceaseless Discharge. Grab a scythe and go around and try to reap everybody.
Ceaseless Discharge, by the way, best boss name.
Yeah, I didn't know what to think when I saw that name pop up.
Probably my favorite Dark Souls boss name. That and Kappa Demon. Kappa Demon's pretty good.
Oh, that doesn't get old.
Love those guys.
I feel like I missed out on an important part of my Souls 1 experience, because I didn't really have that hard of a time with the Capra Demon.
Oh, he murdered me quite a bit.
I don't know what it was with me. I got to him. I think I lost to him like 2 or 3 times, and then then he went down after that. And the gargoyles didn't touch me at all.
Oh man, what bosses did you have trouble with?
Well, I kind of inadvertently cheated on the gargoyles. I didn't realize that they were there on top of this guy. Really hates you.
He's just not happy.
No, he's not. Oh, so
I was
close.
in the door.
Anywho, I didn't realize they were up there on top of the cathedral, so I didn't come back for them until after I'd taken out like the next 4 bosses.
Oh, okay.
So I was way overpowered.
You were just buff.
The swollest man in the land. Actually, wait, I had Dex. Can you still be swole with Dex?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe a different kind of swole. Like cut, or what's a good word?
Let's go for cut. Cut works. Man, who did I have problems with in Dark Souls 1? I had problems with getting through Blighttown.
Yeah, I can understand that. It's Blighttown.
I think Blighttown and Anne Orlando killed me more than any of the bosses did.
Yeah, my problem was Ornstein and Smo.
I can't remember if I had a problem with them. I think the first time I fought them, I had help. Oh,
Yeah.
there's someone I had problems with. I could not beat Calamite on my own.
No, I didn't have too much trouble with him, thankfully.
I had to have help. I tried for like 2 hours and I couldn't beat him on my own. I didn't even get him down to half.
That's rough.
Still my biggest Dark Souls shame.
So what's your favorite Dark Souls boss? Either 1 or 2, doesn't matter.
Gaping Dragon.
Oh, that's also another great name.
That is probably my favorite creature design out of anything at this point.
Looks pretty good. I think, damn, what's the Toad's name in Dark Souls 2? He's pretty
Demon
well
of Song.
designed. Yeah.
I love the look of him too.
Just pulls out his face.
Yeah, that caught me off guard. Sounds like something big's following you.
Oh yeah, there are a few dudes in heavy armor that just kind of chase you around here. Ashy Larry's too fast.
And too furious?
Exactly. Too fast and too furious. You should see his drifts.
Can unleash his fury on the Deacons of the Deep.
Yup. So this is the 5th matchup. And boy, is it a pain in the ass to do. Without having a camera, you sort of have to hope auto-target will auto-target in the general direction you'd like it to. And it usually doesn't.
Well, that is rough. Every time you kill a deacon, a new deacon is chosen.
Yep.
That is how religion works in the deep.
It's a very short application process. If you get the red light, you're the deacon. And your lifespan is an expected minute, maybe, if you're lucky.
Well, at least that doesn't leave much time for trying to screw around and enact new regulations and other irritating church rules.
Yeah, you don't get much time to chat with God. I mean,
No.
You can like give him a "Hey, what's up?" before someone smashes your face in.
They have to be forgiven very quickly. If God has to think about it at all, they're going to hell.
Yep.
Or further into the deep.
I'm not sure what the Deacons of the Deep actually believe in. I assume something about the deep. I'm just not sure what about it. I mean, they got a lot of candles, so I'm sure candles plays into it. They got a pope, which is right here.
Now you're just breaking up a ghost concert. Or you're getting in on the moshing.
Got a party. When you're at a party, you gotta party hard. So the thing about the Pope is that he has those bodyguards in blue robes, and they will heal him if you just stand around.
Oh, that sounds delightful to deal with.
Yeah, it's great. Which is why Ashy Larry's being completely reckless in this fight. Showing no respect at all. And most of the time they actually care when you beat up their Pope. This time, not really.
He was a bad Pope. They've already got somebody lined up to replace him.
He was voted off.
Now it's time for Pope Ashy Larry.
We're gonna have to grab the Pope clothes later.
The Pope is dead. Long live the Pope.
And that is it.
Punchy Pope.
Hail the Pope. And thank you for joining me.
Later.